What's poppin', people? SSJAipom here with a remastered combo reference for Bardock. Future Trunks was requested in the previous video, so we'll be going over him next, and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is the character coming after him. If you'd like to see the outdated videos for any other characters on the channel, they're all available here, and they will be updated in the future. Happy Easter, by the way, if you're watching this on Sunday the 16th. We're going over the easy to replicate combo strings, basic cancels, transformation details, and a recommended preset for a competitive play for picking up the character in question. If any of my friends have done extensive guides or some advanced gameplay on the character, hang around until the very end for a link to their videos. Bardock is the rebel that we all like to love, and he is definitely a popular character in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, as it is right now. He's probably not as used as, say, Hit or Goku, but again, I don't think any other character is. I personally love how vicious his combo strings look because each punch seems to like have a purpose. They look really very rough and to the point, you know, but they also seem to benefit you greatly from being hyper offensive towards your opponent. I'll let you know off the bat that some of his cancels are a bit tricky because of the angle that Bardock usually leaves himself in after like his combos, but with a bit of practice both on and offline, you'll be just fine with where it leaves you. But then again, you know, that's with any character, so you know, there's blanket statements here for sure. Bardock has a cinematic knockdown combo that behaves much like a command grab, which is beastly if your opponent isn't ready to dodge it all the way, because Bardock will grab them and then bring them down towards the ground for you. And if they snap vanish but they don't move out of the way, the ender will actually still grab them up. So it's probably one of the unavoidable ones, quote unquote, like a pseudo unavoidable. Of course you can dodge it, but hey, that's the thing. And even if your opponent does snap vanish but they don't move, but then they try to block, the grab has a chance of instantly breaking their stamina because it behaves sort of like a jumping attack from the sky, like one of the jumping sledgehammers. If you didn't know, jump attacks like the sledgehammer one from like say Vegeta or Kid Buu or Turles actually do break stamina on contact, so ridiculous. It's a very good tool though. Bardock is of course one of the characters with access to step cancels, dash cancels, and guard cancels, which are all excellent for building pressure up on a character like him. It's a definite welcome addition since his flight speed is reliable pretty much. So you can pretty much get that stamina out of there and link into several combos. So that's the thing. Bardock can actually turtle like other characters, but keeping the pressure up with him is pretty good though, because you can force your opponent to make those mistakes and get those free stamina breaks in thanks to the tackle combo ender. So you want to keep the pressure up as much as possible, Bardock, I'd say, more so than sitting back and hanging out. But then again, whatever feels good for you is probably what you want to go for. For recommended preset, I'm actually going to be a bit weird and tell you to look for anyone that has the skill that says Saiyan Spirit on it, because it is very easy to combo into without needing a stamina break, and it'll give you an automatic heavy knockdown the closer you are to the floor. This is perfect for Bardock because he has access to a certain skill called Riot Javelin that has a bit of a cast time, but when your health is in danger mode, the damage is multiplied to some serious levels. I believe it's like maybe times 3 or so. So it starts to hit like an ultimate attack in itself. The ideal combo for this one is to go for the Saiyan Spirit into Riot Javelin, especially when you need to make a comeback, because it's going to hit for a lot. Like, it does a stupid amount of damage. I'm sure his final preset on the Bardock slot has both of those tools, which is perfect because he still has access to all 3 levels of Super Saiyan if you want to be a person that transforms. Transformations are usually risky in combat, but in case you wanted to be like good for the aesthetics, you know, and go for the Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, whatever, that is all there on this final preset. Tyrant Lancer is also a beast tool for combo extensions, and it deals about an extra 1,000 or so damage after any combo that links into it, and you can always pressure your opponent to kind of get frustrated and get back at you because of the way that the knockback kind of works. It doesn't knock them back for long, and it pretty much restands them in a way that they're able to fight back. So you can kind of do some mind games with that. It's not a restand in the way that it keeps combos like infinitely looping, but it does, you know, what it's supposed to. Believe it or not, Rebellion Spear is also a good move to use on one of his presets because people tend to have trouble dealing with it online, even though you can just block it. But you got to be careful when you're using that move though, because you can actually get stamina broken by burst dashes or charge attacks while using it. Most people don't actually know that though, so that's the thing. Bardock can transform all the way up to Super Saiyan 3, like you heard me say earlier, on his final preset, and his transformations behave like the other Super Saiyan transformations you've seen, where a character begins to teleport on their melee attacks and get minor boosts to key blast damage and, you know, stuff like that. The rough buff values will be shown on screen somewhere if they haven't whizzed by yet, and you should be able to take note that he's Bardock, of course. Mass Saiyan, of course, has the same combo strings as Bardock as well, with access to a debuff but no transformation. So if you like his moveset more, I guess you can use him, but me personally, I probably wouldn't recommend that to you as like a starting point for Bardock, because I'm not a fan of like his stuff. But hey, Super Key Explosion is a pretty good ultimate attack that he does have access to, so if that's what you're into, you can go for that. You can probably get more damage out by just sticking to the Saiyan Spirit and combo into your other supers for less key consumption altogether than the Key Blast or the Super Key Explosion. So that's the thing that you gotta kind of keep in mind. If they haven't played yet, though, there will be some combos into Bardock Supers on his recommended presets. The biggest thing to take away from this all, though, is preference still. So you got to use the character how you see fit and what you can come up with. This video is by no means a guide, just sort of a starting point for you to take off from, and when it comes to looking at members of the cast like that. So that's probably all I gotta say about Bardock, actually. So I'll be leaving you with any remaining footage in this video and letting you know that Future Trunks is the next character that we'll be revisiting, as requested in the previous video. The end screen of this video will show relevant Bardock-based tips or guides, and I'll be seeing you in the very next video. Be sure to let me know which character you want to see personally in the very next video, and I'll cover them soon. Take care of yourselves, guys.
Don't underestimate me. Time to die! Take this! I'm gonna crush you! Time to die! Don't underestimate me. Time to die! Take this! Time to die! Don't underestimate me.